Muito bem. Vamos lá, jovens. Saiu agora, já, acabou de sair um videozinho novo do New World. Mais uma vez, eles respondendo perguntas da comunidade direta. Eles estão gostando de fazer isso, né? A gente também gosta. Então vamos nessa, vamos ver aí.
What is being done to improve game performance? Will you please add more umbral shards to the PvP How do you plan to make mounts relevant when we have so many fast travel shrines?
Chuck, I cannot lift that umbrella. Maybe I can, I'm not gonna try to.
Oh,
though.
wow.
Pô, o cara vai ficar ali segurando essa parada mesmo?
Problem fixed.
Nossa, velho. Meu amigo. Esse aí tá lascado, velho. Rapaz, esse aí vai fazer o exercício do dia, mano. Pelo amor de Deus.
Welcome to Forge in the Turn, where we talk about all
Olha o estagiário, né, velho? Olha o estagiário do New World aí, como é que fica.
things New World. We're here for the Q&A today, and you might notice there's just the two of us. Dave has some sick children at home, so he couldn't be with us today. And because of that, we thought we'd make it more fun and go outside. So let's get rolling, Levin. Let's start with the questions.
Muito divertido.
Any plans for solo dungeons expeditions? I want to play with other people, but I don't want to play with other people.
Mano, isso aqui, cara, eu não sei porque as empresas não perceberam ainda que não tem jeito, cara, não tem jeito, mano. A opção de fazer solo e fazer em PT tem que ter, cara. É o papo que a gente sempre fala aqui de, ai, mano, hardcore, conteúdo em grupo, desafio, meu irmão. Se não tiver a opção de fazer solo, cara, sempre vai dar ruim. A galera não dá mais, molecada. Crescemos, gente. Não dá tempo de fazer toda vez em PT, não, mano. Tem como não. Sabe o que seria mais da hora, mané? Se em conteúdos como o do Lost Ark, agora que eu pensei nisso, o próprio New World, tipo, a primeira vez que o cara faz, ele pode fazer em grupo. Ele tem que fazer em grupo na primeira vez, pra desbloquear. E depois que ele desbloqueou, fez a primeira em grupo, ele pode fazer solo e pegar as mesmas recompensas, tá ligado? Pô, seria maravilhoso, mano. Você imagina? Pô, agora que eu pensei nisso, velho, seria muito brabo, brother. Porra! Enfim, bora.
People.
So yeah, we don't have any specific plans for solo dungeons or expeditions, which are the same thing. But we are putting a little more effort into solo content, which I think you've already seen, and there's more of that coming over the next 6 to 9 months. And it's something we're thinking about, but we're not ready to really dive into yet.
Ou seja, sonha que talvez um dia aconteça.
Yeah, in the main story quest that we released with Season 1, we did have a new soul trial, which is a solo instance and you fight a boss. There's the solo one in Brimstone where you fight Apophis. So we do have that content in there. It's not repeatable because it's part of the quest line. But like Scott said, it is something that we're considering for the future, and we'll have it in future MSQ updates too.
Are there plans to revamp the party UI in order to increase party visibility?
Yeah, definitely. I hear you on this one. I know that players have been asking for this for a while, and we've been wanting to do this for a while, but we do have plans, nothing as far as dates to share yet, but we do have plans to update nameplates and party visibility.
What is being done to improve game performance? Being in City, even while running a powerful PC, brings often the game to 30 FPS, while in open world it easily runs at 100 plus FPS.
Eu não sei se alguém conhece algum jogo que resolveu isso, cara? Alguém conhece algum jogo que na cidade cheia de gente fica com FPS alto? Eu não consigo pensar em nenhum. Na minha cabeça não me vem nenhum, não consigo pensar em nada, tá ligado? É complicado, né? É complicado.
So we have an initiative this year where we're reviewing all of the settlements,
O Terra,
looking at
sim.
perf, trying to improve it. We have noticed that
O Terra não rodava 60 FPS nem no mapa aberto, pô. Imagina na cidade.
it shows up in our telemetry, and we think it's important. It is also partially a product of a lot of people getting together. You know, that does drive it. We're also aware of the performance issue that's happening in Outpost Rush with the Ice Gauntlet, and that's something we're going to get to pretty quickly.
Yeah, not just Outpost Rush, but also with Wars.
Yeah.
So we've heard that, we've also experienced it ourselves, so it's something that we're digging into right now. It's one of our top priorities as far as the performance in Wars. But yeah, so like Scott said, it's something that we are definitely looking into. It's something that we are constantly working on. So even if we got into a good state, we would still be working on performance and optimization because we want to get into a great state.
Will you please add more umbral shards to the PvP track? 500 per 1/3 track, please.
We'll do even better than that. We're doing a revamp of the PvP reward track levels 1 through 20 the goal is to make you, by getting through those first 20 levels, should put you in a great position to start endgame PvP. That includes more Umbral Shards. We hear you, we agree with you. It's great feedback.
Yep.
Will the Sandworm Elite trial have multiple stages of difficulties with new mechanics, or is it going to be a single-tier raid accessible by everyone? By new mechanics, I don't mean mutation affixes, by the way.
So it's going to be accessible by everyone. We're starting with the one version of it, but it's going to be really hard. Like, we want this to be a true challenge for the
A raid vai ser muito desafiadora.
players. However, as we talk about raising gear score down the line, we may soften it up and revisit that. But when it first comes out, like we want this to be
Deixa eu colocar o chat aqui um pouco pra cima, já deve estar atrapalhando já. Foi mal, esqueci, galera.
a feat being able to beat it. And we want to make sure there are awesome rewards for those that do.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite color?
Espaço bem aproveitado. Um espaço bem aproveitado é isso aí, velho. Não tem como, né?
Scott? Pink.
Cool. All right, how
How
do you plan to make...
stereotypical of us.
Oh my God. I take it all back.
Oh, meu Deus do céu.
I mean, I'm good with that answer. How do you plan to make mounts relevant when we have so many fast travel shrines?
Agora, aí ficou interessante, ó.
Yeah, so
Como eles vão tornar as montarias relevantes se já tem tanto teleporte? Cara, mano. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Não vou nem falar nada, não.
mounts and fast travel should be thought of separately because they're different ways to get around the world. So you can quickly get to general areas with fast travel. And then with your mount, you can get to the rest of it quickly. And also it's just cooler instead of running around to be able to do that on a mount and get around the world. It looks cool to your friends. It's cool for you to do that. So it's definitely, they play well with each other, but they also are really good apart. And in the future, we're going to be looking at how many fast travel shrines we have and see if they're all really necessary. No changes for the near future, no changes right after mounts come out, but it's something that we'll be looking at and seeing in data, seeing which ones get used, which ones don't, and making decisions from there.
And I just to add on a little, I think for me, mounts are more than just a means to an end. It makes it's more about making it fun going from A to B and making it more interesting and exciting for players and giving them a way to show off, the work they've done to get to the map and gotten their riding skill up and stuff. So I think all of that's going to contribute to it as well.
É mesmo? Você acha isso mesmo? Por que você não coloca na porra do jogo logo no início dele, eu tô arrombado? É mesmo? Caramba, que interessante. Você começou a pensar isso no último mês, né? Do último mês pra cá que você teve essa grande ideia, você teve esse insight, esse novo... Porra, caralho.
Yeah, and there was no time, there's no world where it was just going to be New World with fast travel.
Ele esqueceu, né? Esqueceu, pode crer.
Points. There was always the plan to bring mounts in. So we've thought of them when we created the fast travel points and we've placed them in the world. We thought about them with mounts coming in later. So
I want to call...
Não, mas essa pergunta é mó bosta, mano. Porque isso aqui vem do cara que... Esse cara que fez a pergunta é aquele cara que fala... Não precisa de montarias. Pra que montarias? Já tem teleportes demais no jogo. Aí vem a porra de um teleporte. Tem 3 teleportes. Tem um triângulo. Teleporte aqui, aqui, aqui. Aonde que fica a quest? Na porra do meio. Aí você teleporta pra tem que andar 25 km até chegar na quest ainda. Todas as quests ficam infinitamente longe dos teleportes. Pra que eu vou querer montarias? Pra quê? Por que será? Tá ligado? Por que será que eu vou precisar de uma montaria? Não precisa fazer nada, é só botar as montarias, não precisa fazer nada para elas serem relevantes. Elas já vão ser relevantes já assim que elas forem lançadas, né, cara?
Call out to our audience that I'm very aware of how shiny Katie is and how not shiny Scott is. I just don't want people to think I'm an incompetent video person, but I have to edit this into the video because we are limited for time. They have meetings coming up. We got to get this thing in the can and get editing it so it could be approved by other people. Just letting everyone know I'm aware, so don't give me
11, rule number 52, no excuses, play like a champion.
Okay, you are nuclear, right? You are nuclear.
Should I put my hood up?
That's gonna do nothing. You just look like a... Actually, that looks pretty good.
Once
right,
again,
let's
his
keep going.
video
Okay.
expertise comes to play.
Okay. Can you consider bringing back Twitch drops such as the Indigo Flame or Golden Rage in the future during anniversary events? Those look incredible, and many new players never had a chance to work towards those chase rewards as it was before their time.
Yeah, we definitely have plans to unvault some of the items that we introduced in 2021 and 2022. Nothing to share right now, except that very recently I actually had a conversation. I had a conversation with our team specifically about the Indigo Eyes because it's something. Oh, does it work now?
How's that?
Looks great.
Cool. So it's a conversation that we recently had specifically about the Indigo Eyes and bringing them back potentially with different color palettes. So stay tuned. We'll have more information in the future.
I would just like to go on record saying Levin wanted us to do this from the beginning, to make the video the most important thing, the video quality.
This is getting so
kidding.
far off track.
All right,
Any
sorry.
other questions, Levin?
Hey, not every video is going to be a winner, okay? We have to fail to get better, okay? Theory. Eternum is not actually on Earth. The moon does not carry lunar cycles, and when present, is always full. Could the ancients have created Eternum as a simulation?
We're all in a sim?
Ai, meu Deus.
I agree, though. That is a theory.
That is a theory.
É claro que é uma teoria, né, meu irmão? O cara, esse cara, ele é esperto. Esse aqui é exatamente aquele cara que eu expliquei pra vocês ontem. Vê alguém dar uma ideia nada a ver, aí o cara, acho que isso pode me ajudar a preencher o resto da minha história. É verdade, é mesmo. A gente pensou exatamente assim. Caramba, você é espertão, hein? Conseguiu descobrir, hein, cara? Anota aí, rapidão. Anota isso aí, não deixa pensar não. Anota isso aí, me traz lá que eu vou adicionar isso aí já.
I mean,
Ele é malandro.
TBD, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing saying it can't.
Chuck, I cannot lift that umbrella. Maybe I can. I'm not going to try to.
Oh,
though.
wow.
Problem fixed.
Oh, my gosh. Chuck.
All right. And for our final question or two, it's just gone off the walls.
It's our best Q&A yet.
See what happens when Dave V's not here? It gets fun.
Okay.
do
Is
this.
there a plan to remove... I'm sorry. Is there a plan to remove wards and banes? I think this would be really good for the health of the game.
On a serious note, we don't have a concrete plans yet, but we agree. We hear
Não sei
the
o que é
feedback,
isso. Eu não sei o que é isso.
and we agree with it. So we're looking at options, but I don't want to say definitively we're going to remove them. We might remove some, we might not. We might make some other changes, but I think we all agree that it creates a prep problem that's more than...
Remover esse... Wards and Banes. Não sei o que é isso. Bans... Não, Wards. Eu não sei o que é.
We hear the feedback and we agree with it. So we're looking at options, but I don't want to say definitively we're going to remove them. We might remove some, we might not. We might make some other changes, but I think we all agree that it creates a prep problem that's more than most people want to deal with, and it's something we're gonna look very closely at over the next few months.
Yeah.
And lastly, from our creator program, will it be possible to choose only PvE quests for the season pass and stamp card? For a pure PvE player, it is difficult to get the PvP quests done and not as enjoyable as the fun PvE parts are.
So the cards, they were designed so you don't have to do all of them, but we wanted to give players the option to be able to play it the way they want to play it. So you really only have to stamp, I think, 4 of them on the card.
3.
Or 3, sorry.
It
on the
was
card.
4, but we wanted to, specifically for these reasons, we wanted to make it more simple. We wanted to make it easier for you to get that card to claim. So we made it 3, starting with season 1.
That's right. So we don't think it's necessary. I mean, I know it's probably hard for some completionists to not want to click all of them. I'm generally one of those, but you can do it. Hit that
The
finish
reroll.
card.
Yeah, claim the card, hit the...
Esse é o toque, né? É a galera que tem toque. Tipo, eu tenho a carta, eu posso fazer só 3 e pular pra próxima carta e fazer só o que eu quero. Mas eu quero fechar a carta inteira. E pra fechar a carta inteira eu tenho que fazer PVP. Meu Deus, eu não posso clicar sem fechar a carta inteira. Ah! É o toque, né, mano? O toque é complicado.
the reroll if there's things on there that you either can't complete, don't want to complete. But there's lots of options so that if you are PvE only, that you'll be able to complete the card.
Cool. Well, that is all I got.
I'd like to make my outro go as long as possible to see how long Chuck can actually hold that umbrella up.
I mean, I'm balancing it.
Oh, you're balancing it. You're cheating.
That's Chuck, everyone. Chuck helps me
Esse é o estagiário,
get all
gente.
this stuff
Fala aí.
together. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck.
Anyway, you know, we had a little fun with this video, but we take all this really seriously. So please don't misconstrue our laughing at not taking the question serious, because
We're really just laughing at Levin.
yeah, and we truly do love the game and love all the feedback from from all the players. So we appreciate it. If you like these, again, let us know, subscribe, follow, do all those cool things for us. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.
Why are you laughing at me? I've done nothing.
The intensity of the enemy VFX indicator in PvP, I think a couple of people have commented that it's very strong. We are toning it down a little bit in this bounce patch, which I think will help sort of playability, especially in OPR and War.
Humilde. Bom demais. Cara, eles deveriam continuar fazendo isso mesmo, cara. Essa parada que eles fazem. Aí, ainda bem que ele tomou cuidado ali, né, de falar no final, né, pra não gerar confusão, porque sempre tem alguém, né, já lá. Os caras tá rindo, olha lá, nem leva a sério as perguntas. Esses caras irresponsáveis. Putão já, né? Ainda bem que ele deixou um disclaimerzinho no final, né? Pra dar uma moral. Mas pô, é muito maneiro isso aqui, cara. Tomara que eles continuem fazendo. Mesmo que misture um pouco de coisas inúteis, de, né, piadas. É maneiro, cara, que eles façam isso, tá ligado? É maneiro. Tira a dúvida, quero usar o cronômetro. Só já vou te responder já. Então é isso, galera. Fechou então esse react aqui. Curte, se inscreve e a gente se vê no próximo React. Fechou.